Hey, what's up everyone? Trent here. In today's video, we're going to talk about something incredibly important to your financial future. It's how do you make money in the stock market? Common questions I get are how do you make profits? Where are you putting your money? What online brokerage investment account are you using? I use Charles Schwab. I know a lot of people like Robinhood, but I'm going to talk about all those questions and more in today's video and even open up my portfolio and show you where my money's at, the profits I've made, and how you can do it too. Contrary to popular belief, you do not need Quaaludes or you do not have to throw midgets to make money in the stock market. I'm an average guy like most of you. I had to retake the ACT a couple months back because I came in last in my fantasy football league. I got a 21. I don't have above average intellect, but I am an above average saver. As you can see here, in the last 3 months, I've been able to grow my investment account, aka my net worth, by over $35,000 simply by saving and making smart investment decisions. Over this time, this year, I've made over $11,000 in profit, as you can see here. I'm gonna show you exactly how I've gotten to this point and what you can do to start making money in the stock market. That's Dallas out there. I'm right here. I wanted to get super close to the camera so that I know you guys hear me when I say make sure to please like this video and subscribe as well because it really helps the channel. If you guys have been working from home the past couple months like me and you have not been going to the bars as much on the weekends because of the pandemic, and because it's a lot more economical to drink your White Claws at that one-man pregame than going to the bar, you have had the opportunity to save a lot more on transportation and food and beverage costs. Ask yourself, what have you been doing with that money? Me personally, I've been putting it to work in the market and saving it aggressively. And if you haven't been doing that or you have been doing that, make sure to stay with me for the next 5 minutes so we can walk through exactly what you can be doing with it and what I'm doing with it to profit. I made a separate video about this, so make sure to check it out up here, but it's how to rapidly grow your net worth. And I clearly have done that over $35,000 in the last 3 months. But what you need to be doing, in my opinion, is you get income through direct deposit. Most likely you set that up to your checking or savings account, and then you may put some into an investment account. I recommend Charles Schwab. But direct deposit all of your income directly into your online investment brokerage account. So whether that be Robinhood, I'm not sure if that feature is available, but it is in Charles Schwab. That's why I use it. All of my income goes directly in there. And then each month, one time at the end of the month, I'll then transfer in $2,200, which is my calculated budget, so that I can pay my expenses in my checking and savings account. And the rest of it is going to stay in my brokerage account, and I'm either going to keep it in cash or I'm going to invest it in the stock market. Where do you put it in the stock market to make profit? Just to level set with you guys, I have no idea what's going to happen in the future, and anyone who tells you that they think they do, probably don't listen to them because no one knows what's going to happen in the future. Rather than me telling you guys what stocks I think you should buy, I'm going to show you exactly what stocks that I have done the best on, what stocks I've done the worst on, and walk through my decision making, which led me to making great profits in these companies. So looking at it right here, I'm going to pull up this picture. So these are the 4 companies that I've made the most profit on, and within the green circle, you can see how much I've made in each company. It doesn't take a genius to invest in these companies. Zoom Video Communications, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, they're the big tech companies. They control the world. They run everything. They control your eyes, your attention, your engagement. And I just waited until I thought that they were at a good price. So how do you know if it's at a good price or not? I don't look at many of the technical indicators. I simply just look at the graph. How has it trended the last couple months? How has it trended the last couple years? Is it something I use? Is it something my friends use? Is it something that I think will continue to go up? And if so, if it checks a lot of those boxes, I'm just gonna put a lot of money into it and hope it goes up. And when I say a lot of money, I typically will never put more than 5% of my total account in there. So for example, if you have $100 in your account to invest, don't put more than $5 into a single idea because that's how you can just diversify and not lose a ton, but it will also cap your earnings potential. But as you guys can see here, I've done quite well. Now looking at the 3 companies I've done the worst on in my equities positions is Canopy Growth, which is a pot company, Bitcoin Services, and Uber. So starting with Canopy Growth, that's just a speculative weed company. I think that will continue to grow, that market, the industry. I don't even know the revenue streams. I don't even really know what they do. I don't even think they're based in the US. So not a great decision. And as you guys can see, I've lost about $200 something. I think long term it will eventually go positive and continue to go up, but that's just me hoping. Secondly, Bitcoin Services. This is not even a real company. They don't pay any sort of dividend, which is typically not great. And if the company doesn't do that, usually it may not be the best company. And this actually shot up. I actually made a couple $100 on it once I bought it. And then I started boasting and bragging to people. And next thing I know, it went down, and I don't think it's ever gonna go back up. So I just keep it in there to remind me not to do dumb things, not make stupid decisions like that one. And then thirdly, Uber. Most of you guys have heard of Uber. I have $5,000 into it. I believe my cost basis is around $31 a share or $34 a share. So I needed to, no, I think 33. So I needed to go back up a little bit more. I feel like the idea of money is a sore subject. If you ask people, how much do you make? How much do you have? I know it's touchy-feely. And the reason I'm showing you guys this and opening my books up is just in the spirit of transparency. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just showing this is how much I have invested. This is how much I've made. I'm 24. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have made way more, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who have made way less and have way less, and I completely acknowledge that and get that. I just want to show what I'm doing is just a regular guy. I grind 9 to 5. Actually, I start a little bit earlier than 9, but I do software sales. I make a decent amount of money for my age. I save a lot of money, and I try to put it to work in a smart way so that I can set myself up financially in the future so that I can retire sooner rather than later and just have freedom and be able to do what I want per se. And it seems like that's the American dream. That's what everyone wants, whether you want to travel, go on vacations, buy a house, put your kids through college. It doesn't matter what you want. Just ask yourself, what do you want and what are you willing to give up for it? So that's why I sacrifice in some areas like personal luxuries. I don't really buy things for myself. I'd rather save my money and put it to work. So what do I think is going to happen going forward and how can you make money in the stock market? So showing my position here, I have about $23,600 in cash. I've been growing my cash position for a little while. I want to acknowledge if I would have put all this to work the last couple months, I probably would have made thousands of more dollars, but I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought the market was pretty volatile and I wasn't completely invested. I have been invested, but we've seen a great upward trend the last couple months. I personally think the market's a little overpriced right now, and I think there is going to be a correction in the next couple weeks to months, but we never know. That's why I'm holding in cash position, and I will slowly put 1,000 or 2 here and there if I see a company I like or just add to my existing positions. But that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm thinking about investing. I'd love to hear in the comments below your guys' thoughts on this video, my strategy. If you guys use Robinhood, Charles Schwab, or any other ones that you guys use, I'm really curious about that because I know a lot of people have differing opinions on that. But overall, really appreciate you guys watching. I hope this has been helpful in some way, and I wish you continued financial success.